Hello, my precious friends. Welcome to Monday's lesson, The Beautiful Bride. The Beautiful Bride. Have you ever seen a beautiful bride? I've seen one. In fact, I have one. A beautiful bride is someone dressed in the most beautiful marriage regalia. One whose spirit matches the outward beauty of that day. And let me tell you, it's something when you see that bride in the back of the church coming down the aisle, the beautiful bride, adorned and prepared for her husband. The Bible speaks of the church that way, as a beautiful bride, adorned and prepared for God, our husband, our lover, our friend. Well, today we look at Ezekiel chapter 16. That's our focus, Ezekiel chapter 16. And there God paints a picture. It is such a powerful picture. I don't know that I've spent enough time really looking at this chapter of the Bible. It's worth spending some time here. Jesus, God in his effulgent expression, shares the beauty of Israel. But before he does that, he talks about how he found Israel. Israel was like a child thrown in a field. Umbilical cord still attached, but that child was not wanted. That child was left there to die, but God came along and he took care of that child, and he washed that child, and he nurtured that child, and put beautiful clothes on that child, and the little girl grew up in all of her fulsome womanness, and then eventually the lover of her soul married her, took her to be his own, covered her, and took care of her, and fed her, and just loved on her. It is a beautiful, wonderful, awesome picture of what God does for human beings when he comes into our lives. He never leaves us the way he finds us. And that's the power of our lesson today. He does not leave Israel the way Israel was found. And here's the other thing. That girl, that little baby that grew up and grew so beautiful, was not special just because she was a baby, just because she was a beautiful woman, just because she existed. That's specialness in and of itself. She's special because of the love and the value that the husband puts on her. The one who loves her, cherishes her, shows her her true worth and her value. Israel was not special simply because it was Israel. They were special because they were chosen by God, called out by God for holy purpose and holy use, just as we are. The Bible says of Israel, just like this woman, for Ezekiel 16:15 says, "But you trusted in your own beauty, played the harlot because of your fame, and poured out all your harlotry on everyone passing by who would have it." So this little girl that grew up, that God married, that was so beautiful, this beautiful bride went astray, left her first love. And that's what Israel did. And that's what many of us do. God is calling us to faithfulness. It is a picture again. It is an image of God's people that has prophetic significance. God has poured out stuff on us. He's loved on us, he's married us, he's won us to his heart, but we sometimes go astray.